Thanks for taking the time, and for all of you, it's a delight that you come to support your families. And we're going to do a couple of comments to swearing in and take a small break so that you can do pictures with your families if you want, or just individually, whatever you want. They're here for you. So I just wanted to say a couple of quick things. I think it's a key moment for the township. We know that it was triggered by our neighbors to the west pulling out. Gave us an opportunity to pivot, make some changes. I know that change isn't easy. It can cause some anxiety, but it's also an opportunity for us to just really think about what we do. And it's really good for the community to hear again the power of a fire department in a township. I think it's very important. We know that you have and are fully aware, because I talk to some of you now and then, of what your significant goals are to provide exceptional emergency services to protect the lives of all of us. We know that that's not new, but it certainly is worthy of all of us trying to remember and keep you at the forefront of our minds. I, for one, received services this summer. Don't ever want to do that again, but it was good. So I, for one, understand the ways that you need to be prepared and the ways that you need to continue to be trained and prepared. It's a fast-changing world. All of us have heard stories over the years of amazing rescues, heroic events. We cannot, however, forget the day-to-day and the day after day after day that you show up, ready to serve your community. When most of us are comfortably asleep in our beds, or is there a police officer here? Driving too fast down the road, we know you're there for us. But we don't think about that all the time until we need something, right? Being available, being responsive, being well-trained, training that requires you to be ready for the small and the bigger opportunities. We know that there are sometimes very fast fires and a lot of very quick decisions have to be made. We know that you approach situations where it's a big trauma. And I can think of a few, but we won't tell all those stories. But that has got to have its impact on your head and your heart. And yet it happens again. So in my church is the gentleman in our township, by the way, who serves as a first responder to national situations. So I saw him yesterday over a cup of coffee, and he was telling me what a rough week it was because he was a first responder to the plane crash in D.C. And the stories that he hears from all of them are what I think is happening for you too. It's day after day after day with hardly always time to process. And that's where you come in, right? We need to lift them up. We need to hold them all very high in our hearts and in our prayers. We don't often know the outcomes until much later down the road, and yet you've been through it. So I'm here to say that the board, and I believe all of the people that are in our audience, have great respect for you, and we will continue to lift you up with our support and our prayers. It's important work that you do, so thanks for being at the ready. Michael, we're going to do the swearing in.
Your answer will be, I will. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this state, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of firefighter according to the Constitution.